Let's talk about communicating under stress. Control your body language. Like a duck on a pond. Above the water, everything's nice and good. Under the water, your feet are just a-going. So the predator, they enter a space. They are looking to get a reaction out of you. Don't let them see a change in your body language. That's going to send a signal to them, which is, I didn't get a reaction, I'll go look for someone else. As well, when you're calm, you help the other person come back to calm. Anger needs something to bounce off, and you're not going to give that to them. Listen, this is hard. So when we get stressed, our attention comes inward. I want you to turn that around and get curious about the other person. Ask them questions. What are their motivations? What's on their mind? What are their concerns? Really try to understand. Now, listening does not mean agree. It might be. What's important now is to just listen. Always give the lowest energy response. This is not the time to prove your point, show how much you know, lay down the law, have the last word, throw out retaliatory replies, things, what people say, things that don't really help, eh? Because that's the policy. How about this one? I'm not going to say this again. You're going to say it again. And then you've lost credibility. Some phrases that may be more helpful are, oh man, this must be super frustrating for you. Okay, so how open are you to us figuring out a way through this? Now, for you guys, where you were, one of the very best things you can do is lay down scripts. It could be examples of what happened in the past, and then you role play those. It could be just use your imagination, what could happen, role play those out, come up with plans of how to deal with those. Super powerful stuff, and we could talk about that later if that is something that you want to do. Show sympathy. Everybody just wants to be heard. The very best way to do that is when you're listening to them, you're listening, not talking. When they're done talking, short little pause, and then pluck out from what they said 2 or 3 words that capture their feelings and say those words back to them, those exact words, in a neutral tone. When someone hears their own words said back to them, they know you've listened, and that neutral tone is going to send them the signal that, yeah, you care. And you want to, if you can, capture the emotion, not the facts. Speak simple. When we're stressed, we can't understand complex sentences, big words. By definition, when someone's coming into your office, like they're already overwhelmed to some degree. They're dealing with something they can't deal with on their own. Expect them to not say things well, to misspeak. Never get caught on one thing they say. Back up and think, what's the big picture here? Speak with positive. We also can't process deletives like don't, won't, can't. So tell them what you do want. And even if you're a great talker, there's some times when like just in this moment, it's just not working out. It is totally okay to say, give me a minute, I'll be right back. But you don't come back. Someone else comes back. The manager, it doesn't have to be a real manager, someone else, the cooler comes in. They stay focused on the problem, not the person. And the other side, what they see is, okay, that person wasn't helping me. Now someone they perceive as a higher authority comes in, they're gonna fix the solution. And the person themselves starts thinking, okay, now instead of just being angry, we're gonna calm down and work toward a solution. And worst case scenario, if you got to keep them talking while you think about how to get out, that's okay too.
Visit us for more updates.